for the 11 and 12 years olds. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he's wearing the white trunks with red and blue trim. He is a 3-time Ohio State Fairgrounds champion, a 5-time Junior Olympian, and he's ranked #2 in the nation from Cleveland, Ohio. Please welcome Dante Moore. Fighting out the red corner, he's wearing the black and white stars. He is a Golden Glove champion, a Junior Olympian champion, hailing from Round 1 Gymnasium. Please welcome Dominic Ramsey.
Back here, the Platinum Gloves Invitational, Gary Digital Williams, surrounded by champions here, no question about it. We've got the former IBF Junior Middleweight Champion of the World, the Ambassador Vincent Petway, and we have the newly crowned WBO Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley out of Washington, D.C. Champ, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you very much.
And I tell you, you look at this situation, a lot of the guys I've asked, a lot of guys and gals I've asked about the situation. Does this take you back to when you were a young man in this boxing game?
Most definitely, when I was 10 years old.
How has I don't know how much you follow the amateur ranks, how has it changed since you were in the amateur division?
It changed a whole lot. The young kids are fighting much harder than we did. They're taking the sport more serious than I did. Working on better combinations, better footwork. Then when we were in there, we were just throwing punches. But these young boys look like they're ready for the open class.
You see a lot of discipline, a lot of technique involved with that. And eventually look at here, we got Dante Moore, and he's in the white trunks with the blue and red trim. And of course we have Dominic Ramsey out of Capitol Heights, Maryland, in Round 1 gym.
And I agree with exactly what was said by Chop Chop, because these guys are putting in some leather, they're putting in some work. I mean, they've been working really hard in the gym, and it's showing as they go out here and fight each and every fight.
End of the first round right here. We're here down ringside alongside the WBO Junior Welterweight Champion of the World, DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. Of course, Vincent Petway, the former IBF Junior Middleweight Champion, alongside as well. And you think back to your fateful night, beating your Felix Flores in that bout on HBO. Tremendous, Showtime, I should say. Let's get the cable networks right. But you talk about your outstanding performance there, situation that you were almost in a month's time. You went from getting stripped of the USBA title to winning the WBO World Championship. That must have been a roller coaster month for you.
I think of it like a Superman ride. You go up, you come down.
Talk about back up now.
Talk about definitely. Talk about your fight against Flores, someone that we're kind of familiar with because another one of our champions, Sean-Bay Mitchell, fought him at one time, and you just went in there and took care of business against the guy.
Yeah, pretty much. He was a great fighter. He fought Sean-Bay with a lot of skills and a lot of heart. But we just went in there and waited for him to make the mistakes, and we capitalized off and got him out the box.
First round knockout for DeMarcus Corley, winning that WBO title. He's here ringside and seeing some great punches landed by Dominic Ramsey out of Capitol Heights in the black and white star trunks, black and silver trunks. Ooh. And again, we are loving the action here. These guys, I tell you, that punch, as you said, with a lot of heart and a lot of discipline, Chop Chop. And again, you like to hear I like to hear you guys talk about this and seeing these guys doing the things you're doing.
The talk is you watching this. I mean, these guys are like veterans. They're fighting like they've been around for years. I mean, guys stepping in, throwing jabs, giving a little feint, making him commit, and then making him pay for his commitment. This is what you want to see in the up-and-coming amateur ranks.
And that goes back again to the great trainers that we have, not only in this area but around the country. Again, the future looks very bright. And speaking of future, let's talk about your future as far as holding a WBO title. What is next for Chop Chop Corley as WBO champ?
We're looking at Enear Julio for my first mandatory title defense, and then hopefully we can unify with Zab Judah and Kasazu if that fight ever takes place.
Let's go back a little bit. You have some history with Enear Julio, of course, right here in D.C. at MCI Center, nearby MCI Center. You beat Enear Julio for the USBA title, and Enear Julio, who was the WBO champion, couldn't defend the title because he had cataracts. He's diagnosed with cataracts. Is he coming back as far as that's concerned? Do you know for certain he is coming back?
From what we know, he had the surgery done. His eyes should be great. He should be back in the gym, and hopefully we'll be fighting sometime the end of September.
Okay, good enough. And, of course, you mentioned the possibility of fighting Once we get past in there, Julio, you fight possibly the winner of Zab Judah and Costa Zoo, but there's another man lurking around in that junior welterweight division who's been where you are right now, and that's, of course, Sean B. Mitchell, former WBA champ.
True that is. Sean Bay's a great fighter. I take nothing from him, but Sean Bay had his time. His time came and gone. It's my time now.
All right, that's the voice of WBO junior welterweight champion DeMarcus Chop Corley here at ringside alongside Gary Digital Williams and the ambassador Vincent Petway, former IBF junior middleweight champion.
And man, they stepped it up. I mean, you thought the first and second round was a whirlwind. They've stepped it up even more here in the third and final round. I mean, these punches are flying left and right. I mean, oh.
And there's the standing 8 count, and Mr. Dominic Ramsey did not agree with Kevin Langley's call there, but it looked like from his vantage point that Ramsey definitely landed the good punch there, and Dante Moore has to take that standing 8 count. Dante Moore out of Cleveland, Ohio. And now he's got some urgency to fight with as well.
And he's coming back throwing punches with a vengeance. Like, hey, he's trying to prove to him that he was not hurt, and he's putting the pressure on him.
So our left hands landed by Dante Moore.
Left hook.
And right hand, beautiful by Moore as the fight ends. And again, the standing ovation here.
And I would hate to have to be a judge in this fight. I would not want to be a judge in this fight.
Oh, this very exciting fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner in the 95-pound division, out of the red corner, Dominic Ramsey.
And
Medal
Dominic
goes
Ramsey,
to
the winner.
Dante Moore.
And Dante Moore did not receive his medal at the time, but definitely a close fight. Could have gone either way, but a tremendous fight indeed, Chop Chop.
I think the 8 count that they gave the fighter gave him the edge over there. That's how I think he got the decision. That standing 8 count really pushed it towards him.
No question about it. Well, DeMarcus Chop Corley, WBO junior welterweight champion, thanks for joining us here at ringside. And again, definitely continue success for you.
Thank you very much.
No question.
Hey, with Dominic Ramsey, I tell you what, you had a pretty exciting fight in there tonight. Was it an action-packed fight from your perspective as well?
Yeah, it was like an action-packed fight. Yeah.
You like those kind of fights, don't you?
Yeah.
The harder, the better.
Uh-huh.
What are you gonna do with that belt when you get home?
Put it on a big post thing. I mean, like a wall. Hang it up.
Is there any fighter right now that you really admire in boxing right now? Who's your favorite fighter?
Sam Rockman and all them.
Okay. All right. Well, we wish you continued success. Good luck to you in your boxing career.
Till I get champion and be a champion.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
All right.
All right. Take care.